Operation Monarch is now live, where King Kong and Godzilla are here to take out the trash, which are the bad Warzone players like myself. Oh, wait, what's going on with King Kong here? Oh, fuck no, hell no, get that out of here, I do not like this, oh, fuck no. This is probably one of the most unique events we have ever had in Warzone history, and that's obviously because we have a crossover with Godzilla and King Kong, and these things are fucking huge. These damn titans, oh my god, I was not expecting them to be as big as they actually are in game. And leading up to Operation Monarch, we've of course had multiple trailers showing off King Kong and Godzilla, and they pretty much represent them pretty well to be as big as they actually are in game. And my goodness, it's kind of crazy to see like how well these figures actually perform. I say figures, but titans I should say, actually perform in game. Like as a technical standpoint, they work really well. And a matter of fact, this update that we had, this Operation Monarch update we had within Warzone, hasn't broken anything yet, because it seems like every time we get an update within Warzone or just Call of Duty in general nowadays, something gets broken and like things have to get fixed later on. But I haven't noticed anything like not working within this event, which is great to see. I know Raven Software made some updates to like the challenges that we have within this event, which is good to see, but it seemed like they were always tracking for me every time I was playing. And speaking of the rewards, let's go ahead and talk about how fucking dumb some of these rewards are. I mean, we have fucking King Kong and Godzilla in Warzone, and you decide to give us these rewards. Like some of the like weapon charms aren't too bad, but like the calling cards, like I don't give a fuck about. But of course there is a final reward you get for completing all of these challenges, and this is a blueprint to the SVT. Now, to people who only play Warzone, this blueprint is practically useless because the SVT is like not a great weapon to use whatsoever. I think at one point the marksman rifles for Vanguard actually gave you like a one-shot kill to the head or something, but of course they've already fixed that. And so the SVT, if you're a Warzone player, is useless. And of course to Vanguard players, you know, the SVT isn't really that viable of a weapon. If you still need to you get gold on the SVT for atomic camo, then yeah, I guess you could use it then. But even then, this blueprint, I don't think the design isn't too bad on the weapon. Like I love the fact they had like basically these cave drawings of King Kong and Godzilla with stick figures. I mean, I kind of like that idea. However, there's nothing really else to it. It just looks like a camouflage put on the SVT, where we see a lot of these other weapon blueprints where you have like different things sticking out of the weapon. Like for example, if you look at the bundles that we have within the shop for Operation Monarch, they have some badass looking weapon blueprints with literal fucking heads sticking out of the actual gun itself. And these are actually Godzilla heads, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like basically a dinosaur or I guess a dragon head sticking out, if you want to call them like that. And they just look so cool. And of course the operator skins look cool as well. Like the Godzilla's operator skin looks amazing. King Kong skin doesn't look too bad. And of course Mecha Godzilla's the bundle is going to be coming out here soon, which looks really cool. And I think it's just dumb how we get like these really badass looking bundles with cool looking operator skins and cool looking weapon blueprints, but we can't actually get any of that as something to earn during Operation Monarch. Instead they just give us like these half-assed looking like weapon blueprints and calling cards and weapon charms and stuff like that. Like, what? I mean, of course, this is something that me and many other content creators have complained about, so I don't want to get too much into it. I want to focus more on what else this event has available to us. And of course, this event is not available in Vanguard, which is really stupid in my opinion. I mean, I don't really know what they could have done with Godzilla and King Kong when it comes to Vanguard other than the bundles, but yeah, it's really shitty to know that this event is only going on in Warzone. And it's a little bit of a shame that the Call of Duty community is actually giving a lot of negativity on this event, which is funny how I say that considering I just got done complaining about certain things about this event as of right now. But you know, the actual gameplay itself I think is pretty okay. Like, I'm not like a huge fan of Warzone in general. I want you guys to keep that in mind. I am like not a Warzone player whatsoever. It is just not my cup of tea. Like, if my friends are playing it and they want me to party up with them, I'll do it. You know, I have so much fun playing Warzone with my friends, or we get like really angry because we can't win at all. But regardless, I love playing Warzone with friends, but I just do not like playing it by myself or just partying up with random people, because they usually are like really dumb and have no idea what's going on, and I have have to be the one who has to like carry the team, and it's just super annoying. And I'm not even that good at Warzone. I'm terrible at Warzone. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just, it's a real shame that a lot of people are giving a lot of negative feedback about this event. I mean, when it comes to the rewards, I totally understand, but gameplay perspective, I don't really understand why people are kind of bashing on it too hard. I think a lot of people overhyped this event than what we actually got. But you know, the thing is, Godzilla and King Kong are pretty much interactable. You know, you have to actually shoot them to earn yourself some Monarch intel, which of course can give you some rewards in game, like a gas mask, a satchel, loadout, and of course eventually the Scream device kill streak, which you can use to actually control the attacks of Godzilla and King Kong, which I think is really cool. And the thing is I don't know what else other people expected. I mean, I guess some people could be expecting that Godzilla and King Kong were actually going to fight each other, which I will admit is a little bit disappointing. Maybe later on in this event they're gonna like push out an update where they do start attacking each other or something like that. That would be quite interesting, but I highly doubt it. I think we're only going to see them fight each other in like some sort of ending cutscene once the event actually ends, but I don't really know how that's actually going to all play out. And so I really do like how big these Titans are. I really like how their attacks can like just instantly kill you just like that, and I really like the fact that you can control their attacks to kill enemy players, and of course they actually count as kills on the scoreboard, which is really cool to see. Another thing that I think makes this game mode play really well is the fact that there's a resurgence timer, because if they didn't have the resurgence timer, you would have to go to the gulag and you would have to win the gulag in order to get back, or just get bought back, which can be really boring and a little bit slow paced, especially with the multiple engagements that you can get within other players. And so I think the resurgence game mode makes things a lot more interesting, and it makes it a lot more chaotic, and especially towards the end of the match. Holy moly, I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten to like some close to the final circle. I think the third place is like the closest I've gotten to getting like winning a match. But regardless, like, this is still battle royale. This zone is always closing in, and so once the zone is closing in smaller and smaller, Godzilla and King Kong are really close to you, and their attacks are going to pretty much almost guaranteed to kill you. So you really have to watch out on your minimap when Godzilla and King Kong are actually attacking, and that's mostly because like a lot of the players are using the Scream kill streak in order to call them in to take out players, and so you have to be really aware of that. And you have to basically, to end up winning this match, you have to end up using that Scream kill streak at the very like last circle, just so you can actually take out the last enemy players, because if you don't have the Scream device, you're pretty much going to be shit out of luck. And so you really got to be prepared for the very end of a match when it comes to this game mode. And I personally really hope I get a win, because I've been really close a few different times, and I've had a lot of BS deaths, not because of King Kong and Godzilla attacks, but because of other players and how they just somehow kill me before I can get behind cover. I don't know. I don't have the greatest internet in the world either, but nonetheless, I really think this event is pretty good. I just haven't had the best of luck when it comes to getting random teammates. I have not been able to party up with any of my friends yet in this game mode. Hopefully I'm able to do that this weekend, because I think the game mode will be so much more fun to actually experience. And one thing I noticed that you don't really see normally within Caldera is people flying planes, and which really fits in with the King Kong theme. And you see a lot of people flying planes, shooting them so they can earn some Monarch intel. And I love how people are always flying planes, because I can take them out with like the AA guns on the ground, and just basically a free kill for me. So I think the event is really fun. It's entertaining. It's super chaotic towards the end of the match, and I really hope to get a win here in the near future. But I'd like to know your guys' thoughts down below. Are you one of those people who are disappointed from this event? Did you guys overhype it? I personally didn't overhype it, just because it's a Warzone exclusive event, and I'm not really a Warzone player, so I didn't really know what to think of it. And another thing I'd like to mention before I end off this video is that don't overhype things in Call of Duty, especially nowadays, because Call of Duty is in a huge rut right now, especially with Vanguard. And I know a lot of people are excited for Modern Warfare 2. I'm really curious how that game is actually going to play, but I personally didn't like Modern Warfare, so my hopes are not high whatsoever. My hopes were not high at all when it came to Call of Duty Vanguard, and so I recommend you guys feel the same way. Do not get your hopes up for Modern Warfare 2, because it may end up being a disappointment to you, especially depending on like how high you actually hype it up, I guess, is kind of part of the situation there. And that's something that Call of Duty players do all the time. They overhype a lot of different things within the series, and they end up disappointing themselves because they just overhype overhyped it too much. So I just want to point that out there right now. But anyway, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of Operation Monarch? Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and I shall catch you guys later.